There's very few football clubs that I hate in real world football, but Football Manager is making me hate Inter Milan. They are a constant thorn in our side. They are our big rivals. Today, we've got them in the Italian Cup semi-final first leg, and after that, there's just the small matter of the Champions League, where after a disappointing first leg draw in Germany, we're welcoming Wolfsburg, hoping we can make it to the quarterfinals. Yeah, if we go out in the first knockout round of the Champions League, that is going to be very embarrassing. How's it going, folks, and welcome back to Atalanta. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I hope you're excited for today's episode. As I've already said, Inter Milan is going to kick things off today. Since we were last here, we have played 3 games in the league, 2 clean sheets, but we did drop points in one of the 3 games. And actually, it was the immediate game after the previous disappointment of taking on Wolfsburg. 0-0, boring. Nothing really happened. A semi-rotated team, to be fair. A good defensive performance. Marco, to be fair, got an 8.2. Sassuolo's XG, 2. Apparently, they only had 2 shots on target, but Marco made the big saves he needed to make. Unfortunately, going forward, a little bit of a slightly different look attack with Sesko playing alongside Raspadori wasn't all that impressive. After the previous disappointment, though, we did bounce back against Napoli. A slow start to this game. It was 0-0 at half-time. In the second half, though, we came good. Luca and Raspadori getting on the score sheet. Musa getting an assist as well, which we love to see. Out on the right-hand side, this man has been racking up the assists this year. 9 in 20 games. I've not really seen much discussion about the right midfielder, wide midfielder role being very good this year in Football Manager. I've seen everyone talk about centre mids on attacks and shadow strikers and advanced forwards. Musa, I feel like he's just proven that this role is actually rather good. He has been superb as of late. And to be fair, if Musa's been superb, I need a new adjective that's better than superb. Super superb. That works, right? Raspadori was super superb in the next game. We beat Verona 5-1 away from home. Great win. Raspadori scored 4 goals. He had a hat-trick inside the first 20 minutes of this game. Yeah, it was absolutely mad by him. He got a 10.0 rating, and to be fair, you can kind of see how he might be capable of that. He has developed just ridiculously in this save game. He's been absolutely mad. 18 goals in 15 games in Serie A. Elsewhere, DeMarco out on the left-hand side got a rather good rating. He got a hat-trick of assists in this game. So, yeah, he didn't do too bad out on the left-hand side. Of course, we talked all about the 10 assists for Musa. I suppose we should acknowledge the fact that DeMarco now has 11 assists in 12, an 8.34 rating. I wasn't sure he was going to be able to better last year. He's kind of already done it. Now, we are in March. We're due a youth intake. It might happen during today's episode. If it doesn't, we'll talk all about it next time. But centre-backs and strikers, the order of the day. I'm getting a little bit giddy and a little bit excited. Do you know that feeling you get when you order, something online to get delivered? It could be, I don't know, a new pair of slippers, a new kettle, a new ironing board. I don't know. You can tell what I've bought recently. When those things arrive, you get giddy about the prospect of them. I'm just hoping that the centre-backs and strikers live up to my expectations, because if they don't, the rest of it looks rather miserable. But anyway, we have got 2 games happening today. Of course, we've got this Inter Milan game, which is the semi-final of the Italian Cup. Now, it is only the first leg. The second leg's in a few months' time, so we'll cover that bridge when we get there. But it's silverware, and it's silverware that I certainly want to win. So we're going to be looking to beat Inter, especially at home. Going into this game, looking at it, Pellegrini's unavailable, but with the exception of that, it's a full-strength team and just about a full-strength bench. You can see just looking at the starting players. I did rest lots of them going into this one. My plan of attack really with the upcoming games is to play full strength against Inter, against Spezia. We rotate things during the weekend kind of set of fixtures, and then for Wolfsburg, which is taking place in a week's time, we'll hopefully be ready and raring to go, and we'll better the 1-1 draw we got against them previously. Now, naturally, we don't have to win this game. I mean, it's a 2-legged semi-final, right? But at home, this is probably the game to try and really, get a good margin built up against Inter, hopefully get a few goals. And I thought for a second DeMarco was going to get us off to the perfect start. I've talked all about his assists. He's not scored as many free kicks this year, it feels like. Although, to be fair, he was injured for 3 months, so maybe it's just that I don't remember stuff before his injury. He's been out for a long, long time. It's been great to have him back in the team and playing so well. Hopefully, he's going to be able to live up to our expectations today, as we're looking to press higher up the pitch. Inter forced to go long. They have got Lautaro Martinez up top for them. They are also playing a wider system, which does always fill me with a little bit of dread with our team, but I'll tell you what, maybe it shouldn't, because, well, I thought we were going to take the lead. I thought Pacino had got around the goalkeeper. It was a difficult angle, but he has just smashed that into the side netting. Ricardo Horta bringing the ball forward, lays it back to Gersons. A little bit nervous here, of course. Inter stole all our good players. Hopefully none of our former players score against us. There's a weird embarrassment, isn't there, that comes with when you're playing Football Manager and someone you disregarded or decided to sell scores against you. It happens every single save game. There's definitely some scripting. It's definitely rigged in some way so that happens. Looking at their team right now, Gersons and Mailer, our two former players starting for them. I mean, if one of the fullbacks scores, that really will reinforce the whole scripted theory. I thought we were going to get to half-time with very few highlights, but there might be one here. There's still 1 minute left on the clock. We are in possession. Romero and Richie having their own little game. Romero now bringing out the defence, tries to play out to Raspadori, but, well, Skriniar was there to read it. Now with Brozovic, giving it back to Skriniar. Barella on a booking. Maybe we can look to exploit that a little as Mailer brings it down this right-hand side, gives away the ball. Of course, we replaced Mailer this year with Musa on the right-hand side of midfield. So, well, we might be able to get an idea today of if that was the right decision to make. Based off what Mailer did there, I'm going to say it was the correct decision. Musa, prove that I made the right decision signing you. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Lautaro Martinez is on the attack. Gersons now for us, or for them rather, because he used to play for us before I was at the club. It's crossed. It's gone to Saigonov, and he's put it into the bottom corner to make it 1-0 to Inter. I want to claim it's against the run of play. It's only the third shot on target in the game. This has not been a classic match so far. And while the defending there, not ideal. We are caught so narrow. Badiashile should have been there. Instead, he kind of got pulled over to Martinez. And with that, Inter take the lead. Right, half-time, getting shouty. What was that? Play your football, lads. We can do better than this. I know we can do better than this. You know we can do better than this. If we go into the second leg down a goal or worse, that's not going to be good, especially with this being the home game. Okay, there is a kickoff highlight. This could be amazing or it could be absolutely disastrous. There's no in between. I guess there is if someone misses a chance. Saigonov, the goal scorer, attempted to be picked out there. We've won it back though. Raspadori with the possession gives it all the way back to Badiashile, who's now going to go back to Marco in goal. As of late, Marco did have a bit of interest in him from Saudi Arabia, but I don't intend on selling Marco, so he's still here. Raspadori crosses it. That is looping. Luca wins it. Sanchez back to goal. Turns, hits it. Blocked away. That should have been a goal. I was expecting the assistant's flag to go up, but it wasn't. And I feel like Renato Sanchez there has just missed an absolute gift. Okay, I'm going to make an early change in this game. I'm going to move Renato Sanchez to box and bring in Zach Haryan. I feel like this is a Zach Haryan kind of game. A game where we need him to do something. Why have they got... Oh my... I mean, they've scored that, and that's mad. I was about to say, why have they got 6 attackers or 5 attackers on our 3 defenders? Turns out, it didn't even matter. They were going to score direct from the free kick. I mean, that doesn't look good in itself, but that free kick is... I mean, that is stupendous, isn't it? There's no... I can't really do anything about it. I just didn't think he was going to shoot from there, and he just has, and it's gone in. I'm lost for words. I mean, I brought in Zach Haryan, and instantly we conceded, so it's not exactly a great omen, but I'm hoping... that the Armenian centre mid is going to be able to make some magic happen for us. But, well, I brought him onto aid us going forward. Right now, it looks like we need help at the back because Lautaro Martinez just had a chance to make it 3-0 in the 63rd minute. We've still got a corner to deal with. We look a little bit shaken up here. I'm going to ask the players to... Well, I was going to say I'm going to ask the players. I'm not going to ask the players anything. I'm going to demand more. We're going to get shouty with them and really try and encourage them here. Oh, I'm not happy. I'm not happy, but we might have an opportunity. DeMarco whipped in. Romero, free header, just over the crossbar. Inter Milan in possession. I want to believe we could catch them out, playing out from the back. Onana, what's his name? He's dinked it forward. Luca can't get there to the second ball, and now it's Brozovic and Barella, who I feel like have been running the show so far, but on this occasion, Barella, he's slipped on stage. He's given us the ball. Raspadori should have scored, could have scored, didn't score. Goal kick. In this game, we've not had a load of chances, but the chances we've had, we've not taken. I'm going to make a double change here. Guiri and Sesko, on you come. Defensively, we've not looked amazing, although I guess 1 goal conceded from open play and the free kick. I feel like we have to score to win a football game. And with that in mind, we're going to make some changes and we're going to see the instant impact. Sesko's turned up in the middle. I'm going to claim that's genius by me, but I think anyone in black and blue stripes there could have finished that one. It was a relatively simple finish in the end. Soleil's header goalwards. Sesko, he's been on the pitch 7 minutes. He scored a goal. Can we get another here? I don't want to go too attacking and leave ourselves open. And, well, I thought for a second maybe the late comeback was on. Turns out I was just deluded. We had that goal. Nothing happened afterwards. This game here ends 2-1. That is slightly less than ideal. Apparently I slammed the team, not just verbally, but I choose to believe physically I slammed someone. Not happy. Lucas leaked it to the press. Well, I say he's leaked. He told the press that I wasn't happy. How can I be happy about that? It is a month away, so we've got some time to prepare. But going into that Italian Cup semi-final second leg, a goal down against Inter, that's not good. Anyway, we've got the small distraction of Spezia, who are currently bottom of the league. I'm going to play that game and join you guys for the game against Wolfsburg. If we lose the game against Wolfsburg, this season starts to feel like a write-off, even if we do end up winning the league. Just to give you the little kind of latest on the league title, we're now a point ahead of Lazio, who have played 2 more games. Inter Milan are 3 points behind us, but have played the same number of games as us. So right now, they feel like they're going to be our big rival from now until the end of the season, which is in, 14 games' time. Finally, some good news. It turns out we can't beat Inter, but some of the lesser teams in the league can beat Inter. Cagliari, which I know isn't said Cagliari, but it's how it's written, and I'm incompetent. They won 2-0 against Inter, so thank you to them. They are right down, you can see, in 12th place. They did us a favour. Meanwhile, we took on Spezia, who are bottom. We played a rotated team. That is still quite a good team. We beat them 6-2. Sesko got man of the match. Been very, very good this season, Sesko. 14 goals for him in the league in 16 games. Only 10 of those 16 games have been as a starter. But 23 million, he's been quite good. But as nice as that win was, we're all here for one thing and one thing only, and that is to try and win a Champions League with Atalanta. We've won Serie A. I want to win Serie A again, of course, don't get me wrong, but the Champions League is definitely a focus for me. And I've just remembered I've not sorted out the bench here. Give me a moment. So unfortunately for this game, Musa is suspended, but here is the team that we are going to go with today. Renato Sanchez, might be a bit weird this. We're going to play him out on the right-hand side as the wide midfielder. I feel like this is a role that he's pretty well suited to as a player. It allows us to bring in Zakharyan to start in this game. Of course, the alternative would be to play Hattabor out in the kind of wide midfielder position, and whilst he's not bad at it, I don't think he's any better than Renato Sanchez at it. So actually, as weird as it might seem, I think this is actually our best team. There might be a world where if I'm desperate to play Zakharyan more, maybe we do train Renato Sanchez to play out on the wing. But yes, Musa the only player unavailable. Besides that, it's a very, very strong team. It's a team that is well rested going into this. 1-1 after the first leg. Just as a reminder, away goals aren't a factor. We just have to win at home and we're through. I strongly believe that we have the better team on paper. I strongly believe we probably should have won the first leg in Germany. But coming into our home turf, let's stamp our authority on this game and get an early goal. That has to be the game plan. First chance of the game, and it's Wolfsburg bringing the ball forward via Hans Wolf. He's going to go in for a crunching tackle with Ritchie, but Ritchie comes away with it. And now we have possession. Raspadori, players running on ahead of him. One of them is Zakharyan, one-on-one with the keeper. Brought him into the team today. That is why. Goal number 9. He didn't have the impact on off the bench last game. He's had the impact inside 15 minutes here as the starter. Playing as that centre mid on attack, he is the man to really make those penetrative runs through the middle. And well, to be honest, the Wolfsburg defence was all over the place. The through ball by Raspadori was inch perfect. And well, the finish, that wasn't too bad either. Badiashile with a throw-in. Goes down the line to DeMarco. Badiashile now gonna look to go long to Raspadori, who's bursted through the middle. Luca is in the middle. Laid off to Luca. I mean, that was on a plate, wasn't it? And he's dropped the plate. It shattered into a million pieces on the floor. It was a great opportunity. Might be a new chance here, though. And he's not dropped the plate there, although there might be offside here. Renato Sanchez put in the ball. And, well, Luca, having tried to score with his feet, he doesn't do that. He's all about the heading. And I think this goal is going to stand. Yes, it is. Zakharyan, Renato Sanchez whipped in. Luca, bullet headed down. Keeper can't get down quick enough. 2-0 inside 20 minutes. Breathe a sigh of relief, everyone. Apparently it was a tight offside. Nah, miles on. Never in doubt. 40 minutes played here, very quickly approaching half-time. There's not been a load of chances. Wolfsburg's chances have been very limited. We've not had the most of the ball, but what we've done when we've had the ball has been impressive. And I think the XG story kind of tells you what's happened. We've got 2 goals ahead, and we've chilled out a little bit. Hour played here, still 2-0. Not a great deal happening. Let's bring in Ravella. Let's bring in Sesko. Why not give him a bit more game time? Raspadori, have a rest. Elsewhere, Papetti in for Romero on a 6.9. Pathetic. Get off the pitch. Not good enough. We have high standards here. Romero not living up to them. I say that. I feel like it's a bit harsh for a centre-back to be given a 6.9 in a game where the opposition team have had 2 shots on target all game. Surely as a centre-back he's doing something right because they're not having any chances. Throw in here for Wolfsburg. I mean, if they get 1 back, do I have to start to panic? Do we have to start to show them some respect? It would be 3-2 on aggregate. They'd only need 1 more to take it a bit further. Hans Wolf with the ball. He gives it to Vranks. Hope I'm saying that name correctly. Probably not. Vranks is through. Can he finish it 1-on-1? He can. Do I need to worry? Should I be panicking? Do I need to time waste? I don't know how to feel here. I mean, it's 3-2 on aggregate. We've been the better team, but the defending here, not particularly good by us. Vranks just bursts through the middle, and it's all very simple. It's all very straightforward. Maybe a nervy last 15 minutes. I am going to lower the tempo. I am going to shorten the passing. I'm going to up the time wasting as well. Let's just try and kill off what remains of this game. We just need to see this out. No nonsense for 7 minutes. If we get a goal, fantastic. But let's just make sure we get over the line here. Renato Sanchez playing out on the right-hand side. He's not played too badly, although he did give the ball away there. Ravella's won it back, though, now with Zakharyan. Options all around him. Gives it back to Ravella. Sesko now with the ball. Gives it to Zakharyan. Number 19. Whips it in. Sesko heads over. I'll tell you what, with Sesko and Luka in the box, that's a pretty tall striking pair in the middle. We should be scoring all the crosses that come into the box. That one's been headed over. We are deep in extra time here. 2 minutes left. If they were to get a goal, I don't know how I'd feel. I'm hoping we can just get one to kill off this game. Sesko turns his man. Has an ambitious effort from range. It goes over. And there is now still 1 more highlight. Are we about to rue that Sesko effort? Some defending might be needed here. Crunching tackle by Pacina. Just keep the ball away from our goal at this point. Ball dinked over. Papetti wins it. Pacina inside to Zakharyan. This is where we want to see the ball. Going forward, going away from our goal. Zakharyan gives it to Sesko, who could have had a hat-trick, I feel like, inside the last 10 minutes here. On off the bench, he's missed a load. 20 seconds left. Wolfsburg have just got to launch the ball forward. They might even have a chance here. Surely not. Waldschmidt with the ball. Waiting for options in the middle. Gabia lays it off, but it's read well and it's dealt with. Zakharyan just carry the ball out here. Do not give the ball away. Dinks it towards Luka. That will do for us. The full-time whistle rings out. Wasn't as convincing as I'd like in terms of scoreline. The actual performance was pretty good, actually. 3-2 here, 2-1 on the night. Good news, we're into the next round of the Champions League. And in terms of those Champions League games, you can see they're now in our schedule, happening at the start of April. Well, the first game at least, the latter one happening in the 16th of what already is looking like an action-packed month. There's a lot of football to be played. We are going to be juggling a lot of stuff into the tail end of this season. So just looking at the Serie A table as things stand, we are back at the top. Inter's drop points are very, very good for us. Unfortunately, we couldn't beat them in the Cup. But you know what? In the league, we have got a little more of a cushion than we had previously. 6 points clear of them. Of course, Lazio within touching distance, but with a few extra games played. Still plenty of twists and turns, though, I think, before the end of this season. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's episode. If you did, do drop a like on it. As always, I will see you guys for more Atalanta action soon. And until whenever that is, it is me, Jack, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.